Aerodynamics. Well, some people think that the topic of aerodynamics is confined within aircrafts, but this is not the case. Much of the physical activities that we see in our daily lives follow this concept. Aerodynamics is the study of the properties of moving air and the interaction between air and the objects moving through it. From launching a spacecraft or flying a plane to even throwing a ball, there is air involved in each of these activities. Aerodynamics is separated into two types of forces, drag and lift. Although there are two more, namely gravity and thrust, I am going to be focusing only on drag and lift in this video. Drag is the force exerted by air against an object while it moves, while lift is the perpendicular force exerted by air. One of the best examples for aerodynamic design are cars, as we use them in our daily lives and are easy to understand. Now let's look at the different examples for the shapes of cars. Cars with boxy edges like this one have a higher drag coefficient and higher air resistance, hence lower the speed. You might be able to look at this one and tell that this car is not made for high speeds. To increase the speed, you can streamline the shape of the car, reducing the drag and resistance and increasing speed. These types of cars have a very sleek design that help with the aerodynamics of the car. The Earth's atmosphere is filled with lots and lots of air molecules. When you jump out of an airplane and open your parachute, the air molecules start piling up inside the parachute, creating a lot of density and pressure, which in turn increases the resistance created by air, increasing the drag. This is why you slow down when you use a parachute. If you closely observe, you can see that the wings of an airplane are slightly bent towards the top at the front. All such streamlined surfaces tend to cut through air and move forward because it's easier than resisting and pushing the air molecules. But airplanes do just this. Gravity is the force of attraction exerted by Earth, which helps us in most of our daily activities, without which we would just be floating around. Thrust is the force exerted to accelerate an object. For example, let's take a spacecraft. A spacecraft moves by releasing all that fuel in the form of flames. This creates thrust. Oh, and by the way, a teardrop is the most aerodynamic shape in the world with a drag coefficient of around 0.01.